put it on the ground. What's good, everybody? This is Comms Engineering, and today we're going to be installing a tow hitch on a 2022 CX-5.
Yes, Lord, have mercy.
Let's get into the video. We'll start off by removing this plastic bumper thing. It is located right under and inside of the rear bumper, and the way to remove it is prying the circular clips open. You'll see them pretty easily. The next thing to do is grab the 14-bit sized drill bit and screw out the muffler. It's going to be located towards the middle of the car and right beside the body of the muffler. Now that the two main screws that connect the muffler are out, the muffler is now disconnected. However, they're still being held up by these rubber placeholders that we have to pry out, and there's 4 of them on this muffler. And once those are all unfastened, we can straight up just pull that muffler out and get to work on the tow hitch. To get started, we're going to go under the rear well and remove these wires. These are going to be in the way of the tow hitch, so we want to firmly just unclip these with your hands or with a pry bar, and we'll relocate that later. Now, to explain the holes that we're going to be using, these are 2 holes that are adjacent to each other, one that's coming from under and one coming from the side.
And then there's a threaded hole, or there's tape, and then there's a threaded hole in here that already has a welded nut in the back.
So your kit is going to come with bolts, washers, nuts, but what you want to pay attention to is this fish wire that we're going to screw into one of these bolts and feed it into a silver washer. It's going to be like a box looking thing. And we're going to feed that into the bottom hole washer first, then the bolt. And your string is basically going to be your guide. So when you push everything through, it should end up looking like this. So now we can bring in the tow hitch and we can rest it right under the rear bumper where we removed that one little plastic piece. This is a great way to just, hold the tow hitch in place. Now we just align the bolts within both of the sides of the tow hitch. This is going to be the first alignment of the tow hitch on both sides, and what you want to do is grab one of these circular washer things that are provided in the kit and put them through the screw that's sticking out of the adjacent hole. Then we just grab one of the nuts and apply that on. Make sure the washer is in between the frame and the nut. Now for the second location of the tow hitch hole, you're just going to grab a screw and a washer and put the washer against the frame, screw it in, and apply torque on both sides. And that is pretty much it for the tow hitch installation. Now we can just add back the muffler into the exhaust, lining up the screws and grabbing that size 14-bit. Now again, we can't just leave the muffler screwed into 2 screw places without actually putting them back into their placeholders, so you're just going to have to muscle your way through these 4 rubber placeholders. Now your kit comes with 2 zip ties, and the final step is to tie back the wire that we popped out earlier in the video back to the frame, so that it's not in the way of the muffler or the tow hitch. And there you go. Your new and improved Mazda CX-5 is now able to tow whatever you want, really. I'll see you guys in the next video.